So let's very quickly talk about the new Doctor Who Series 7 trailer, because I tried to do one and I got clocked for copyright, so I won't be watching it this time. We're just going to go for it. Yeah, unexpected trailer just dropped for Series 11 of Doctor Who. So I think we're on the second official trailer now, maybe 3 or 4, I don't know. The PR machine is cranking up, because we are less than 3 weeks away until Doctor Who hits the air on BBC One and everywhere else around the world. New trailer, which was about a minute long, a minute and 20, I think, maybe just under that, which saw the Doctor and her companions romping around the universe, with Jodie just being brilliant, really. It just looks good. It just looks like such a fun trailer. Based on a couple of comments that I've been hearing and reading online, I don't know how else to get this across to people. The new series is going to be different. There's going to be changes. There's no point in having... First of all, I loved the new trailer. Sorry, I should say. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was really exciting. I thought it was colourful. It was bright. It was adventurous. It was things that Doctor Who hasn't really been for a while. I feel like Series 10 sort of got back to the fun kind of adventure with the Doctors and his companions, where Series 9 was perhaps a bit weighted down and a bit seriousness and a bit dark. And I think that was Capaldi's whole era. It was dark. It was, am I a good man? Who am I? The hybrid. And then, Missy in the Vault, it was all dark and heavy. And the last 2 episodes of Series 10 were extremely dark, with Bill essentially being dead as a Cyberman, and the Doctor dying, and kind of coming to terms with Missy, and then everything with the Master. So it was a really dark series in that term, run for Capaldi, where this just looks fun again. It feels like Series 2 and Series 3 to a degree, and even Series 4 and Series 5, where we found that wonder again. I really liked Moffat. I really liked what he did with the show. He kept the show going when it looked like it might not keep running. But I think he stayed too long, to be honest. I think he just ran out of steam near the end, or maybe even near the middle. He hates the anniversary episode, The Day of the Doctor, where I think it's one of the best that he's done. And he has written some of the best Doctor Who stories ever, in my opinion. And he's won awards for the show, and the show's won awards. So it's not like the show was in trouble, but it needs a fresh lick of paint. And I think it's time for Chibnall to do that. A lot of you are worried about a woman Doctor. It's time to get over that. I'm sorry. It's happened. There's, back in 1986, Sidney Newman, who helped create the show with Verity Lambert, suggested that they change the Doctor into a woman to rejuvenate the show, and the show needs it, because everyone was complaining about the low audience figures and the lack of merchandise and the lack of coherency and the lack of, a regular schedule when the show was going out. And, the chips were down for the show. I'm not saying it was going to get cancelled anytime soon, but it was pretty obvious that despite the change in television medium, and I was first to admit that the medium of television has changed. We don't watch broadcast television the way that we used to. We don't consume television the same way, thanks to Amazon and YouTube and Netflix and Hulu and whatever else everyone is watching. Instagram's now becoming a thing. Where IGTV. So we are consuming television differently. So it's no surprise that back in 2005, I think Doctor Who got about 10 million, 11 million viewers, where recently it's been getting about 5, 4, or 3. So it's not a shock. The show is not new anymore. It's been on the air for since 2005. So we're coming up for 13 years. The show's been running since it came back. It's now half as long as the time it ran originally, back when it was a classic series for 26 years. So it needs a kick up the bum. There's no getting around that. There's no if, buts, or maybes. And there's no point of just doing one change. There's no point in just having Jodie as the Doctor and then leaving everything else the same. You have to either change everything or change nothing. So I think it's a good thing that we're getting so many changes, and I think people just need to calm down. Everyone's getting a little bit tense about the whole thing. We don't have to trust the BBC. That's not a thing we have to do. But what we have to do is trust the people in charge of Doctor Who, because they're doing this with passion and enthusiasm and creativity. They don't want it to fail. It'd be a very big black mark against their names if they were the team behind Doctor Who crashing severely. So they are taking their time. We've not seen much because they don't want to spoil it. We all remember last year when we got the Series 10 trailer and we all knew the Master was coming back. And it was like, why couldn't have kept that a surprise? So the Doctor Who fans are going from, you're showing us too much, to, you're showing us nothing. Boo, boo Chibs, boo Jodie, boo everything. Boo to you. It's just, they're doing the right thing about it, and I really think that it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be wonderful. Jodie looks great. I love her. I just love her, but I love her in the trailer. I love, she's, whenever everyone asks for help, she doesn't refuse, and let's get a shift on, and she's just like, it's just wonderful. And the companions look like they're rallying around her as well, and she just looks like the Doctor. From the minute she took the hood off and we saw her, she was just the Doctor. There's no doubt about that in my mind. So let's calm down. We've got 3 weeks to go, less than 3 weeks to go. I suspect the show is probably going to go out between 5 and 8 p.m. on Sundays on BBC One, because The Cry is going out at 9 at night, which is the new Jenna Coleman show, drama series, and we have the Strictly Results show, which will probably go out at maybe 6:30, 7. So maybe Doctor Who's going to go out at 6 or 6:10, which will lead on to the Strictly Results show. So that's what I'm guessing at the minute. But it's all speculation. I'm not the programmer, but let's not worry that the BBC are keeping quiet on that. They've obviously got the reasons. They have no obligation to us, to you, the fans, the bloggers, the reviewers, the podcasters. They're under no obligation whatsoever to tell you what their plans are. We'll find out in due course. We know it's coming out on the 7th of October. We know it's going to be a Sunday. So let's just wait and see. I'm getting a bit ranty. Sorry. I watch a lot of YouTube vloggers myself, and I love a lot of them. I respect a lot of them. Some people just take a morsel of what they hear and they run away with it, and they just have these wild, it's not even speculation. They think it's true and it's bonkers that they just pick up all this stuff, like Sia singing the title music, and there is no title music, and they've changed it, and just calm yourselves and calm yourself down. All right, it's going to be absolutely fine. We're going to get a great new Doctor Who show. They have been working on this effortlessly to make sure that it's the best it can possibly be. They're spending more money on it than they've ever spent on the show before. They're changing. They're changing a lot. So we'll have a new title sequence, and we don't know what that will consist of. We'll get new title music, whether that be the original. We don't know. It could be something different. We know we're getting a new TARDIS interior. Some naughty crew person leaked a picture of that. A very poor representation of what it will finally look like. We know we've got a new Doctor and new companions. We know we're going from 13 episodes to 10, although last series it was 12 episodes from down one from 13. But we are getting them. So the pilot episode is going to be an hour long, and every 9 episodes are going to be 50 minutes, and then we've got the Christmas special after that, and then they're back filming in November for series 12. So it's fine. We know enough, but we know there's going to be a lot of change, and I think we just have to accept it. If you don't want to accept it, if you like boo hiss, then don't watch it. Don't waste your time on it. Don't worry about it. I'm sure there'll come a time where the show will be back to, the show will go in a direction that you do want to get involved in, and that's fine too. But this show needs a kick up the arse. Personally, I believe that. It needs a change, and that's what Doctor Who is about. Every few years, it changes, and it becomes something else. But the DNA of the show, an alien who travels in time and space in a blue box, which is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside, with two hearts, who can change their face you know, when they're about to die, that will remain. And it'll be fun, and it'll be adventurous, and it'll be exciting, it'll be dramatic, it'll be sad. And it will still be Doctor Who, it would just be a little bit different. So rant over. But the trailer looks wonderful. I like the music, how they had the release date trailer where she literally broke the glass ceiling, bit on the nose. But that's fine, because there's no point going and we're doing this really big dramatic change in 50 years, 55 years, 52 years, whatever you want to say, years, and suddenly we're having a woman instead of a man. There's no point in them just going, yeah, and that's fine. Yeah, let's just get on with it. Yeah, drive into it. Make it a big deal. Make it important. Make it a mission statement. I don't think it's for the PC brigade. I don't think as soon as you start catering to an audience or doing fan service, that's when your show's over. So, because then you're no longer the show that you set out to be. You're now the show what you think people want it to be, and that's these people are getting paid enough money to know that that's not what you do. So yeah, absolutely steer into the fact that you have a woman doctor. Steer into these changes. Steer into the new TARDIS interior, the new format, and the new music, and the new composer, and the new effects, and the new monsters. Everything is new, but yet it's the same. So it's going to be fine. And oh my god, how cool was it when it ended, the trailer ends and it's Jodie Whittaker going, "Don't forget to subscribe to the official YouTube channel." My heart beating. I was grabbing my boobs. My heart was beating. Hearts were beating at the sheer excitement of seeing Jodie do the end tag. This is the era of the 13th Doctor, or the Doctor. We are in the Jodie Whittaker era. It's time to embrace it and just wait. We've got less than 3 weeks to go before we have brand new Doctor Who, and I could be completely wrong, and it could be a terrible show, and I could be on here in 3 weeks going, "Oh, they've ruined my show. I quit the internet forever. Goodbye." But no, I'm embracing the change, because there's no point being a Doctor Who fan if you're not willing to accept that things are going to be different. But I promise you, it's going to be absolutely fine. It's going to be wonderful. They've done it right, and it is about time. It's about time that we had Jodie run the show, and I just love that moment in the trailer where she just looks really emotional, and she's obviously walking away from someone or something, and just does that kiss thing, and you can just see the emotion on her face. I'm like, oh, you're just the Doctor. There's never been a moment for this whole, from last year when they went Jodie Whittaker's the 13th Doctor, there's never been a moment in where I went, I don't know. I don't know. It just felt right to me from the start. And we went from hardly anything to all the trailers are coming out now, all the promos coming out, all the interviews are coming out, all the press, all the magazines, everything, all the publicity photos, the trailers. We've got a lot of more merchandise than we've had for a long time based around Jodie. I personally can't wait for a Graham O'Brien action figure, because that's going to be so cool on my shelf. And I can't wait for the new TARDIS on my shelf. But yeah, we've got the new Sonic, we've got new figures, we've got everywhere you go, it's Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who. It is a wonderful time to be a Doctor Who fan. Everybody's talking about the show in one form or another, one way or the other. So let's just embrace it. Let's look forward to it. But yeah, the trailer was great. The song worked a lot better this time than it did in the release date trailer, the Break the Ceiling trailer. People were complaining that it wasn't orchestral, but we've had that. We've had 11, 10 seasons of that. So why not have a little bit of a change? People were complaining that it was a bit too BBC Radio 1, but so what? It's just a bit different. They have, like I said, you either do it all different or none of it different. Otherwise, what's the point? So yeah, it just looks great. The visual effects look good. The new monsters look good. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is the spiders, because I just hate them. Massive Spider-Man fan. Have been playing Spider-Man on the PS4 for like the last week and a bit as I recover from this cold that I'm nursing. And hate spiders but love Spider-Man, so I'm not looking forward to that episode at all. So my rant has come to an end. I hope you enjoyed my rant, and if you didn't, don't worry about it, it's fine. Yeah, cool, awesome. Less than 3 weeks to go. We've got a brand new trailer. We've got a little bit more of a glimpse of what the show is going to be about, and it just looks like it's going to be fun. and adventurous, and new planets and new monsters and new creatures and just new everything. But with the Doctor, so we know we're going to be fine. It's going to be okay. And Alan Cumming's going to be in it in the last episode, I believe. So that's cool because he's a great actor and he's Scottish, so it's all good. A man who should have been the Doctor at some point in his life. Could still be, I suppose. Could still be. That's the video over. It was a live stream because it was just quicker doing it that way. So yes, thanks for watching, and we shall see you later. Thank you.